Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. And today, fans, we're talking about Eric Larson's Savage Dragon, issue number 207. That's right, fans. I'm a longtime reader of this series, and I think I've been reading it since 15 years old. Now, the artwork in this book is really well done. Um, I enjoy it. I love Eric Larson's drawings. He always comes up with creative ways to do his paneling in the issues, and I love the colors in here as well, and the lettering also because it really makes you feel like you're reading a classic comic book. Because again, he always puts in those sound effects in the books, and again, it really makes you feel like you're reading an old school comic book. So awesome, awesome book to look at. Great colors, great lettering, and he always comes up with these crazy ways of doing his paneling, and I really like that in the series. So, and here's a one-page pinup page of some weird creature called the Awesome Eater. So, yeah, so visually, this book is great. What did I think about this particular story and what happens in this story? In this particular issue, takes place in Dimension X, and this is, I would say, not a good jumping on point for readers if you're a new reader to Savage Dragon, but if you're a longtime reader, you're going to know what Dimension X is, who Mr. Glum is, and Angel, his twin sister, lives on Dimension X, and she has a relationship with Mr. Glum. And Mr. Glum is this crazy little creature that rides around in this big armor. And in the beginning, they just got done battling some creatures, and it opens up in a very erotic way. So I'm not going to show that on there. But after they got done doing their thing, and there's Mr. Glum right there, and I guess you want to say Evil Angel. Mr. Glum has on his plans to take over the galaxy. He wants to take over the world, and then eventually move on to Earth. And through this journey, you wind up seeing how these two have this type of relationship with each other, and you get to see them start to go on this conquest to try to build the army to try to take over this world. And as you get to read the issue, you wind up seeing them taking over this world. And just as they're about to conquer it, we wind up seeing again, like I mentioned earlier, that crazy creature called the Awesome Eater is a devourer of planets and eats planets. And what happens is they narrowly escaped. And after what happens, Angel gets very depressed. She winds up talking about how she misses her mom. Her mom was killed. And what happens in the book is we reveal that Mr. Glum, for a birthday present, a future birthday present, winds up revealing that Angel's mom is still not alive, but she's kept in some kind of stasis, and it's not actually really her mom in the issue. It's like another version of her. So what happens as these guys are arguing, the next thing we wind up seeing is Malcolm Dragon, Good Angel, and Dexter wind up coming with each other, and it looks like they're going to attack Mr. Glum and Angel. And so that's basically what happens in this issue. Um, Not a huge in-depth story this time around, but it was cool to see Mr. Glum and the other Angel. You haven't really seen them too much recently. You really get a feel of how the two characters interact with each other and their relationship with each other. Savage Dragon does continue to push the envelope in its series ever since issue number 200. It's really gotten a little bit almost over the top, and it's just wild of what I think they can put in a comic book, and you get to see that in this first page. But nevertheless, the overall story was pretty good, and again, I'm a fan of Eric Larson. He wrote Spider-Man when I was growing up, and I loved his run in it. And he didn't write it, but he drew it, and I love his artwork, and so that's why I read this today. And this was one of the first Image comics I've ever read, so it's like it's just a part of me, and I have to continue to read it. Again, if you're a new reader, not a good jumping on point. but for old-time readers, you're going to get a kick out of it. So I give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, tell me what you thought of this book in the comments below. And do you agree with me that Eric Larson is pushing the envelope a little bit too much these days when it comes to the Savage Dragon series? So fans, as always, again, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Until that next comic book review, check out my own individual channel, Comic Book Corner 2.0. And also don't forget to tune in to our live show each and every Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, fans, thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.